I wasn't expecting these to turn out this good.
Out of a 10, what would you give it?
That's a 10.
Today, I'm making 3 easy one-pan dinners that are all on the table in about 30 minutes, but each one has a completely different flavor. We've got a Spanish-inspired skillet, an Italian favorite, and a French onion dinner that seriously surprised us.
What was this?
A go-backer.
If you're looking for new weeknight meals that don't mean a sink full of dishes, I think you're gonna love these. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Before we jump into our first one, I did want to say a quick thank you to Caraway for sponsoring a portion of today's video. I'll tell you more about them later, but if you've ever had questions about what bakeware, cookware that I use, it's all Caraway, so I'll share that with you later. Today for our one skillet meal, I'm making some Spanish chicken and rice. It's very, very simple. Gonna take about 30 minutes or less, so let's do it. So we're gonna be making a seasoning blend. I need about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm gonna use about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of chili powder. We're gonna use a half a teaspoon of ground coriander, and then we're just gonna do a little sprinkling of some Italian seasoning. We don't need a lot. So let's mix all of that together, and then we're just gonna divide it in half. So half of it will go in something for later, and then half is going to be to season it now. Okay, so I've got my large skillet. I'm gonna go ahead and heat it to medium high, and now we need to prep our chicken. So I've got some chicken thighs that I've been thawing. I'm just gonna trim these up really quickly. They don't have a whole lot of fat on them. Now I'm just making enough today for me and Steven. This really could have been a whole video about dinners for two. One skillet dinners for two, because I am only making a small amount. But if you are making, for more people, double this recipe. I'm gonna pat these dry because we're gonna add some oil to them. And I'm gonna use a flavored, like an infused oil, just because it'll really help amp up the taste. I'm gonna use a chipotle infused oil. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this on each one and then just kind of use this basting brush to spread it out. And then we're just gonna sprinkle it with our seasoning blend, and we'll do both sides. All right, now that we've got that done, let's take our oil over to the skillet. Let's add a little bit to the bottom here. And our pan is already nice and hot. So let's add in our chicken. Oh yeah. You hear that sizzle? We're gonna let that hang out for a couple of minutes on that side before we flip it. Chances are, if you're watching this video, then you cook most of your meals at home, which means you're in the kitchen all the time and you're always using your cookware. And we cannot deny all of the things that we're learning about a lot of these different cookware brands that have a lot of forever chemicals in them, that when you heat them up and you're cooking your food in it, those chemicals leak into your food. So it's really important, if you are wanting to invest in your health, to take a look at Caraway. Caraway is the sponsor of this portion of today's video. Y'all know, sponsored or not, the only cookware and bakeware that I'm using in my kitchen is Caraway, and there is a reason for that. I've had Caraway cookware, it's going on 5 years now, I'm not sure. And it's so important to me to use it because it is non-toxic. It has a non-stick ceramic coating, so you're still getting those non-stick benefits, but without forever chemicals. And before Caraway, I was replacing my pots and pans every couple of years. So the fact that I've had these Caraway pots and pans for about 5 years and they're still going strong, that says something. So every time I'm in the kitchen, I am using something from Caraway, whether I'm on my stovetop, I'm in my oven, I'm mixing things up in my mixing bowls. I've got all of this stuff over here stored in Caraway containers. Caraway is an investment, yes, but like I mentioned, it lasts a very long time. I'm not having to spend money every couple of years to replace anything, and the health of my family is very important to me. So if you are looking to switch out your cookware for a clean alternative, consider Caraway. I recommend getting their cookware set because that's what you're going to use the most of. And when you bundle that together, you're already saving 20%, and then you can stack my code mandyinthemaking 2026 on top of that to save an additional 10%. My code will get you 10% off site-wide, so if you already have the cookware set and you want to add to it, you can still use my code and get that discount. So just click the link below in the description box, use that code mandyinthemaking 2026, save 10% site-wide, and make that investment in your family's health and stop that cycle of having to buy new cookware all the time. Once you do it, you'll be so happy you did. It's been about 3 minutes or so. Look at that color. Okay, let's give it another couple minutes on that side. We are not cooking it through at this point. We are just wanting to brown it. I had to pop this on. I've got shorts on, I promise. But I just got this cute little outfit from Amazon the other day, and this is popping really badly. So I was like, maybe I should put an apron on so I don't ruin my outfit the first day. Let me grab a plate to set this on. Okay, let's remove our chicken. So we've got our chicken removed. Now we're gonna add in a couple more things. Okay, so we need about a half a cup of rice. It's gonna go in, but let me go ahead and measure out my chicken broth first. I've got low sodium chicken broth. I'm only doing a half a cup of rice, so I only need about a cup of chicken broth. Let's add that in first. Now let's add in our rice, the juice of about half of a lemon, and then that other half of the seasoning blend, we're gonna add that into this rice. Let's stir all of that together. I am gonna turn my temperature down to about medium low. Now let's place our chicken right back on top of that, and then we're gonna put a lid on it and let this cook for 20 to 25 minutes, just until our chicken is cooked through and our rice is done. Okay, let's check on this. I think we're done. All the liquid has been absorbed. I'm gonna check the chicken and make sure it's cooked, but it should be cooked through by now. My goodness, it's been on there forever. Cilantro would be great, but we just have a little bit of parsley, so just using that. And then we have some more lemon. I'm just gonna squeeze that all over top.
Chicken and rice.
Spanish chicken and rice.
Oh. It looks like it's got some seasonings on there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, have at it.
Fork only. These are like thighs.
Yep.
Chicken thighs. Not a surprise. Baby.
Yeah?
Man, got some spices on there for sure. It's almost got a smoky vibe to it.
It's got smoked paprika. And I cooked it in the chipotle olive oil.
Ah, okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say, there's some chipotle flavoring
Yeah.
in there as well. That is amazing.
I'm so glad.
I love the seasonings on this chicken.
Well, the funny thing is I put half of the seasonings on the chicken, and then I use the other half of that same seasonings in the rice.
Yeah, the rice
Yeah.
is really good. I love the squeeze of lemon on there. It definitely breaks up the flavoring and
Yeah. Now, it cooked in a little bit of lemon juice, too. But
okay.
I just
There's
added a
definitely
few.
some citrus flavors
Yeah,
in there.
good.
Very good. Man, that is delicious.
We cooked it all in one pot, too, which is nice.
That is amazing, sweetheart.
Good.
Good job.
Thanks.
Now you try.
Okay. Ooh,
Flavor is like,
smoky,
yes.
but bright.
Yep, there's a contrast in flavors there. It's really good. Very tasty.
Oh my gosh, I love me a chicken thigh.
And it's not too spicy, even though, I mean, you can
No.
tell there's a lot of spices on that
Yeah,
chicken.
we
and in
didn't
that
add
rice.
anything too hot.
But it's really not that hot.
No, it's more just about the flavor itself.
It really is, yeah. Almost like a blackened vibe, but with the interest of the smoky flavors in there, plus the citrus.
Man,
That lemon with that is exceptional.
this is great.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
you could
good.
do whatever seasonings you want, and
Sure.
you like recreate this and make it have a different vibe. But this is these seasonings are perfect.
Yeah. Really good, sweetheart. Good job.
One-Skillet Dinner. It's going to be some French onion chicken. We are not using any type of cream of anything. We're going to caramelize this entire onion. It is really quick and easy. It's about a 30-minute thing, but like 20 minutes of it is caramelizing onion because that takes a while, but let's get started. I'm going to go preheat my skillet to about medium high. And I had a couple of chicken breasts that I don't know if I had cut them really thin before or what, but they're pretty thin now. I am going to pound them out so they're a little more even because there's some thicker spots. All right, those look to be pretty good. Now you can just use salt and pepper if you want to. I'm going to use this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning, and I'm going to season both sides. Now we need a little bit of olive oil. I'm using garlic infused olive oil. Let's put about a tablespoon in there right now. And I only seasoned one side. I'm going to put that side down first. And I'm just making enough for me and Steven. Okay, we're going to let that brown on that side for a couple of minutes. And let's go ahead and season this side. And then we need to go quickly chop that onion because we're going to have to do that next. And I'm just going to thinly slice this onion. Okay, that's ready. Let's go flip our chicken. We got some good color on there. Now let's let that hang out for another couple of minutes. We are not worrying about cooking them all the way through right now. we'll get to that part later. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes. Let's remove these to a plate. Now let's turn this heat down to about medium-low because now it's time to caramelize the onions, and that takes a little while and you definitely don't want to burn them. So I'm gonna add a little more olive oil in. I'm breaking them apart as I'm adding them in. I'm just gonna scrape up the bottom here. Kind of toss these around. And these are gonna cook for about 15, 20 minutes. It just depends. We gotta stir them every so often, but you want them to get cooked nice and slow. We're gonna get them caramelized. So while those are starting to caramelize, and I'm going over there every few minutes and stirring them, I need to shred up our cheese that's gonna go on top of our French onion chicken. You can use either Swiss or Gruyere. I think I'm saying that right. We're going with it. I'm gonna use about half of this block, I think. Will this fit in there? Ooh, it does, look at that. Oh, there we go. Okay, that should be plenty of cheese for just the 2 chicken breasts. It fit in there, but just barely. You know what? I don't think I've ever just taken a bite of this cheese. Let's try it. It's good. It's very mild. I've had this cheese before, but I've never just straight up eaten the cheese, you know? It's always in something, but I like it. Okay, let's go stir our onions. They're doing good. We've got about another 14 minutes or so left on it. Sometimes I wonder about myself. I'm just over here just doing the things for this recipe, not even filming it. I had to run outside and get some thyme from our garden. Let me show you what I just did with that. We just need like a teaspoon. This is more than we need, quite honestly. But I just minced up some fresh thyme. You could use dried as well, just you don't use quite as much, but that's ready. And these are beautiful. They're doing great. We still have another 5 or 6 minutes left on these, but they're almost there. We're almost done. We really don't have much more to go. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes and these are, I mean, they're pretty much done. There's a few of them that aren't quite caramelized, but we're close enough that I'm gonna go ahead and call it good. I'm gonna add in some minced garlic. I'm also gonna bump this heat up just a little bit, closer to medium. We're also gonna add in some of that thyme. Let's just stir that around and let that cook for a good 30 seconds to a minute. Oh my goodness, that fragrance just hit me. While we're at it, let's throw in a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we need to add in some balsamic vinegar. I'm using Palmetto olive oils. This is my favorite one. They're Neapolitan herb balsamic. I'm adding in not quite a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon. I got a little excited there. So let's just stir that around. The smells in my kitchen right now, y'all. Good gravy. Now I'm gonna add in some low sodium beef broth. I've got about a half a cup going in. Bump the heat up a little bit more. Let's let that heat up. We're also gonna add some Dub sauce, not quite a tablespoon. That's gonna really deepen the flavor too. I wish y'all could smell this. I'm waving it to you. Do you smell it? Okay, it's starting to simmer just a little bit. So now let's add our chicken back in because we need to cook our chicken all the way through.
Baby, you got this whole house smelling good.
I know. It smells amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna let this just hang out at about medium heat for 5 or 6 minutes, basically until the chicken is cooked through. Now, while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna turn my oven on to broil. So I'm gonna start that because we are gonna put the cheese on top and we'll put it under the broiler. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just put the cheese on top, put a lid on it and let it melt, but we're gonna do it under the broiler because this pan can go up to 550 degrees. So we're gonna make use of that and get kind of a crispier cheese on top. Okay, it's been 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip this chicken over and let it finish cooking. It's almost there. It's not gonna take much longer at all. I'm just adding some of this, some of the juices and the onion on top. Our chicken is fully cooked. All right, now let's top it with our cheese. Okay, let's pop this under the broiler. I am making some Idahoan mashed potatoes because I didn't wanna have to do homemade mashed potatoes, and these are so good. We love these. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna grab those out from underneath the broiler. These just came out. My mouth is pouring water. Let's eat.
That's what I've been smelling. Man, that looks delicious. Stephen, take your hat off at the table.
Do it.
Yes, ma'am.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Me too, because my mouth has been watering. Let's go.
Let's get in there. Baby. The flavors are amazing.
I'm so glad.
Definitely get the caramelized onion and the gravy.
Yeah.
That is perfection, but the chicken is seasoned really good. And
Good.
that cheese,
Yeah.
something about mashed potatoes and caramelized onions.
Yeah.
gravy.
I mean, you could do rice with this too. That would be good too, but the mashed potatoes though. Out of a 10, what would you give it?
That's a 10.
Really?
Need to have this tomorrow.
I mean, I'm really hoping it's going to end up in a best of.
You're going to really, really like that.
All right.
Yeah, this should be probably up there in the
And one of the top ones.
list. And the fact that you only, used one pan?
Yeah.
Well,
one
pretty
skillet.
much.
Yeah. That was it. 30 minutes. Boom. Done.
That's amazing.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
Good, baby doll. So comforting, isn't it?
This is a new favorite of mine.
Yeah, that's
Here's the thing.
hard to beat right there.
You could also do this like over hamburger patties.
Right. Yeah, you
Do
could.
like French onion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. I think that would be really good too, but the chicken is great.
Is that some of them Idahoans? Mm-hmm. Good.
Those onions. And then you get that balsamic, just a little bit of it.
Oh, wow, there's balsamic in there, too. Look at you, Miss Sophistication.
I know, right? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's delicious, babe. Good job. Look at that plate. Y'all got to make this one.
Okay, y'all, it is dinner time. We need to make another one skillet meal. This one, I found something online that I kind of am using as inspiration, and then I'm just making it a little different. So we'll see how it goes, but I have a feeling it's going to be good. It's a one skillet Italian sausage pasta meal. I don't know what we're calling it other than that. But let's dice up an onion. That's the only chopping we've got to do, and then we'll head over to the stove. So we've got a small onion here. I'm just going to dice all of this because it's so small. If I had a bigger onion, I would just use about half of it. Okay, that's all of that. Let's head over to the stove. I am heating up this skillet to medium high. It was like 92 degrees outside, and then we just had this pop-up thunderstorm come through, and it was a strong, very electrical storm, but now it's like 73, 74 degrees outside. It feels great, except for the fact that it's like 100% humidity. But man, it cooled it down like that. So I'm using this mild Italian sausage. You could definitely use hot, and I kind of wish I would have gotten hot, but you know, here we are. So I've got a pound of that, and along with that, we're gonna add our onion and let that kind of saute while the sausage cooks. I'm gonna break that up. I have learned that I don't love to use my meat chopper on sausage. It just sticks to it so badly, and it's almost counterintuitive. It gets on my nerves. So I usually just use a spoon or a spatula to break up sausage when it's first cooking. So let's let that cook. That should only take about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna open this can of diced tomatoes. I've got this one that's like the Italian type with the basil, oregano, and garlic. So we're gonna be using that in this. And then to minimize chopping, we're going with this Tuscan blend. It's the Bird's Eye brand. Frozen. It's cherry tomatoes, red bell pepper, carrots, squash, and spinach. So I just thought that would be good in this, and I did not have to buy all of that fresh and chop it all up, so it's a win-win. That's the Instacart sticker that was there, but we're going to use this in here. As this is finishing up, there's not a lot of grease, but I am going to kind of soak up any excess grease that I can here on this paper towel. Let's start adding some more things in. We're going to add in those diced tomatoes that I showed you earlier. Let's add in this bag of mixed veggies. That's going to cool things down for sure. So we'll have to let that come back up to temperature. Look how pretty that looks though. Let's add some seasonings. Oh wait, first let's add a couple of cups of beef broth. This is low sodium beef broth. Let's add that in. We're gonna go in with like a 1/4 teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon of some garlic salt here. I can always add more later because that Italian sausage already has some in there, and then of course the beef broth has some in there. So if we need more salt, we can add that at the end. And then we're gonna add in just a little more basil and oregano. Okay, let's stir that around. And I'm wanting this to come back up to temperature before I throw my pasta in here. So let's let this kind of come up to a simmer. Okay, it's starting to simmer. So let's add in our pasta. So you could definitely do rice if you wanted to, but I'm gonna do pasta. I'm just doing elbow macaroni. I got about a cup of it. Let's stir that in. And then I'm gonna pop the lid on this, and we're gonna turn it down to a low simmer. I don't wanna overcook the pasta, so maybe I'll check it in like 12 minutes and see how we're doing. Okay, it's been 12 minutes. Let me check on my my pasta here and see what we think. Okay, the pasta is done. I'm gonna leave the lid off for just a minute because it's kind of liquidy. I mean, that's not the biggest deal, but we're gonna put some mozzarella cheese on top. I do need to take like a bite and just see. I need to check on the salt content as well. Let's put the lid back on that and let that hang out for about 3 or 4 minutes. That way it'll melt and then we'll be ready to eat. It's beautiful. Let's eat dinner. You ready to eat?
I'm ready. This looks and smells delicious.
It does smell good.
I can tell this is going to be a winner right here. Ooh, got some cheese on there. Mm-hmm. All the vegetables in there. Look at this.
We hear you.
Delicious.
Good.
Got a big load of that cheese in there.
Yeah.
Reminds me of something we've got at an Italian restaurant before, like a soup.
Yeah, it's kind of soupy. I probably could have backed off on the liquid, but honestly, I'm not mad at it.
No, I love the liquid in there.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the liquidity. Is that like spinach in there too?
Yeah, so I found a frozen blend that had squash, carrots, spinach, cherry tomatoes, all the things. So I just used that.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably, I'm going to say this is my favorite of the ones that we've tried.
Nuh-uh. Well, hello. The people want to see you. Don't you do it.
You going to sit down real pretty for me?
You gonna sit down all cute? Oh, she's stretching.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, that is good. It's not quite a soup, but
No.
it is nice to have that extra little juice in there. The seasonings are on point. That's delicious. I did good.
You did do good. I'm proud of you. I'm not surprised though.
Sir, what was this?
A go-backer.
He went back for seconds. Oh, thirds?
Just a little bit on the third there.
This is delicious.
It really is.
I mean, wow.
It turned out great.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know which one of these are you planning on trying first. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It is free to do so, and that just lets YouTube know that you want to see more of my videos. Give me a little hype if you want to. That also helps out my channel. All of these things are free to do, and it just helps me out. Don't forget to check out Caraway and get you some non-toxic cookware for your kitchen. I've got the link below, and if you use my code mandyinthemaking 2026, you will save 10% site-wide. And if you get the cookware set, it's bundled together and already has 20% savings built in, and then you can stack my coupon code on top of it. Y'all are awesome. I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.